What up, what up? Say so G, back on the video. So the title of this video is gonna be, YouTube is actually making people rich. So admin notes, thanks again to all subscribe to the channel. I definitely keep pushing the video out. You leverage, the better selves. So it is during the time of the night where I have to go and patch some machines for my job. Being a cybersecurity analyst, I have to do these things. So this comes with a job, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to get on the channel right quick. This is my third video today, because I wanted to talk about something very important here. I may take a while to talk about it actually because I want to give full context. And you know, my channel up until this point now has been definitely about helping folks, and I'm going to keep with that trend with us being in 2025 now. And YouTube is just in a really crazy space right now, and I really want to make sure that folks take advantage of the opportunity, because just like the stock market and just like things that have happened in the world as a whole over time, you know, things only come here for a season. And when things come in for a season, man, you got to jump on it, because if you don't, you're gonna miss it. You are going to miss it. All right, so let's get into it. I'll hold off on this for a second, for a minute, but I'm probably gonna go back and forth and do some patching and come back to the video and all these other things, right? So YouTube is actually making people rich. Now, this has happened for a while now, YouTube, especially when it comes to bigger YouTubers have been up here for probably 10 plus years, maybe a little bit less than that, actually. I think a lot of YouTubers that have done, you know, pranks and done vlogging and some other things, some other niches in YouTube have, you know, put the grind in, put the work in. And these folks have 200,000 subscribers, 300,000, 400,000. I think there's a YouTuber, I forget how you pronounce his name. I think it's his channel called Snoop Knows, something like that. If you guys understand what I'm talking about, drop his name in the comments below. I think it's Snood or something like that. But anyways, he looks I don't want to say Hispanic. He looks, I guess, kind of like Asian, like Filipino to a certain degree. I don't know. I don't want to get it confused, right? But he said that he started off doing pranks first. And then at one point he started to go and started doing, I guess he lives in California. So he was going to car shows and videotaping and YouTubing certain cars, folks that actually drove the cars, interviewed them. And long story short, I think this guy has probably almost 2 million subscribers now. I might be wrong, but his following is crazy. And you know, he put the work in. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of things from what he said on his videos and YouTube, to the point where he eventually just found his niche. He found what worked, and then he just kept with it. And there's another YouTuber out there that I've been following for a long time now, even before I started creating content. He had this rant video that I kept watching over and over again for a while. And what he kept saying in that video was, and this is before, like, you know, like these viral videos that have been coming out over the last couple of months, talking about getting on YouTube because YouTube's on easy mode, right? He was saying that if you focus on one effing thing and stay focused, stay laser beam focused, and you'll get there. He kept saying that a whole video, just keep focusing on one effing thing. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that he was talking about niching down to you know, talk about a certain topic all the time. But I'm telling you right now, y'all, the niche right now, honestly, to blow up on YouTube is titles. If you keep recycling the same title of a certain topic over and over again, you will get there. This proof in the pudding. I've seen so many content creators over the last month that have literally kept tweaking their titles over and over again, and eventually the algorithm caught it, and basically they're caught in a loop. That's how I call it. I'm pretty sure that the YouTube, the real YouTube analysts and the folks that work at YouTube probably don't call it this. They do not call it this, but that's what I call them. I'm calling it like a YouTube loop, where, you know, the algorithm catches your videos, right? And then basically, as long as you keep recycling those same titles and just tweaking them a little bit, the algorithm is going to keep pushing your content out there as if you just did it and you just went viral yesterday. I've seen YouTubers that they get a viral video and they tweak that same title, and they may not get the same amount of views, but they damn near close. Like I saw one person that they wound up having a viral video that went eventually at this point now. I think when I first saw the video, it was like at 15,000. Now I think that video is like at 200,000, right? And he kept recycling that particular title, and then the next one he did, I think it went like 70 at this point, and then maybe the next one went 90. I'm not exactly sure, but but he just kept recycling those titles over and over again. That's what your niche should be right now, and you have to hit on trending topics. When you have a channel that is niche to the point where like only a certain amount of people out there on YouTube is going to view the content, it's not going to work, y'all. Now, I'm not telling anybody to work the YouTube channel as far as like telling you what to do. It's your channel. I know for myself, a lot of times on my channel, and I'm pretty sure folks have noticed this. They follow my channel and is subscribed to my channel. I'm not niche. I haven't niched down to a certain degree, right? And I could be talking about a certain topic for 3 days straight, and then day 4 I'm talking about something else, right? And I know, being on YouTube for this period of time, I understand that when I do that, I'm throwing the algorithm off. It's just like talking to my oldest son, right? And I was talking to him the other day, and he said something. I was telling him something. He was like, "Dad, you threw me off." And I'm like, "What do you mean you threw me?" That's one of his terms he says all the time. Like, if I do something different to talk about something, he said, "I'm throwing him off." That's how you're doing with YouTube when you actually create content and you keep doing the same subject, and then all of a sudden day 6 you do something else. Now the algorithm's like, "What the hell are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? Like, the algorithm doesn't work that way. You're working with artificial intelligence, right? It's not a human being. This is a computer generated program. So just like any other program that you work with, you have to work with the program, right? You have to understand how the program works, and then you use it to your advantage. It's just like anything else on a computer, whether it be Microsoft Office, whether it be Adobe Acrobat Reader, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally a program. So when you figure out how the program works, then basically you're using the program to benefit you. And that's how the algorithm should be looked at. It's literally a program, a computer program. It's artificial intelligence to a certain degree because it learns, right? Anything that's considered machine learning, and any machine you see out there that is able to learn and adapt, that's considered artificial intelligence, and that's literally what the algorithm is. So basically, it's only as smart as what you put inside the algorithm, right? So if I keep doing the same titles over and over again, then eventually the algorithm is going to be like, okay, well, this person actually is getting a lot of views with this particular topic. Now I'm seeing this person, he or she, doing the same topic over and over again. So now I'm going to push this content out to more people. So now I'm going to get more views and more impressions than what I did before when I actually had the first video go viral, right? Based off of that particular topic. So what I mean by that is that as long as you keep with a certain topic, right, and you keep on tweaking the video, tweaking the titles, and actually you can go back into your old videos and tweak some titles too, but you don't want to do clickbait, right? You don't want to do some type of what do you call it, not trolling, what's the other terminology for it, catfishing, right? You don't want to catfish somebody with your video. Like, you shouldn't take a video that has nothing to do with the topic and then you change the title to match the algorithm that you see fit. But then when the person goes to the video, then it's not even close to what the topic is. Like, that's crazy. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to tweak a title from a video you did a while back, make sure that you tweak it to the point where it's explaining what's in the video, right? But I'm telling you, y'all, when you figure out this YouTube thing, as far as the algorithm, your channel is going to soar. And let me talk about something else when it comes to this. So I'm sitting here and I'm seeing all these content creators get like this, as far as like taking titles, and they're small content creators, right? They're not big at all, right? Most of these folks are less than 5,000 subscribers. Some of them barely have 1,000 subscribers, and they're getting videos that have views that are like 15,000, 25,000, 60,000. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, these folks, and you can actually see to a certain degree like how long they've been on YouTube. So these folks have not been up there for long, right? But they caught on to how the algorithm works, right? And I really relate this to DoorDash. I really do. And it's not that I'm sitting here hating that I'm talking about it and everything, but I mean, but I'm telling you, this huge wave of actually picking the same title and recycling it over and over again. This is exactly what DoorDash is doing, and a lot of folks was hating on her by doing that. Why in the world are you hating her? It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, she literally was catering to the algorithm. That's all she was doing. She found what the algorithm liked, and she just kept doing it over and over again. And a lot of folks don't understand YouTube. So these folks that was getting angry with her, they were like, I'm seeing the same content over and over again. I'm seeing the same titles over and over again. She doesn't have no growth. She doesn't have no reach. Like she can't talk about anything but this one thing. Well, she's getting paid. That's the reason why she's doing the one thing. You know what I'm saying? Because she's catering to the algorithm. That's exactly what she was doing. And she did this for what, 2-3 months, and she got all this AdSense revenue based off of those titles, right? So that's really what the niche is right now, y'all. The niche right now is titling. As when you get the right title and that thing goes viral, all you gotta do is keep revamping that title. Now, here's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Now, you got a lot of folks out there that are not going to be able to, I'm pretty sure that folks are intelligent enough to revamp a video as far as like changing the title and, and tweaking it to where it is not exactly the same title that you did before, right? But it's very similar, so the algorithm catches it and catches on to it and actually able to push that video out. But there's going to be a lot of folks that's watching this video right now that are out there on YouTube that are not going to be able to have enough substance and enough content creation in their brain to keep revamping this thing over and over again. A lot of folks up here are going to get writer's block, right? Just like how an author gets writer's block and they're trying to do a novel or some type of book or something, and they just all of a sudden they just can't write anymore and have to take a break. I think a lot of folks are going to get to that point, and I've seen this in real time. There are some folks that I push their videos out there as far as like copying them and pasting the link, so I can give them some exposure. And I'm not a big YouTuber at all, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm very small. So I'll be the first one. Hold on, y'all. My wife is about to come in, but I'll be the first one to tell you that I'm not an expert when it comes to YouTube at all. But I try to help. I try to make sure that I put myself in a situation to where I'm helping folks. But I've seen folks that I actually put their link in my description and actually put them on my community page, and they're ghosts. They're not here anymore. And I'm like, what happened to this person? Like, they was going good for a while, and now all of a sudden they're not making videos anymore. You know why? Because they didn't have the intestinal fortitude to stay in the game, right? And it's just one of those things where, I mean, you just gotta you gotta push, y'all. You gotta push. You cannot be what's the word for it? Not finicky, but fickle, right? Hey, boo boo. Come on, boo boo. Yeah, I mean, folks are fickle, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things like you cannot be fickle. You cannot be a person. Hey, sweetie. What? You can't be fickle. You can't be a person that is going to just fall off on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to stay in this game and just keep pushing and keep rocking with your videos. And the only way you're going to be able to have growth right now, honestly, if you want to get growth really, really quick, is for you to be able to take your videos and just keep recycling them over and over and over again. But you have to have substance. You have to be able to articulate different things on those titles. You cannot just take your video that you did that possibly could go viral, and then all of a sudden you make the same video, but you're telling the same thing over and over again. I'm not saying for you to have the content totally different, but you have to do some revamping, right? And I think that's what DoorDash was doing with her videos as well. She was recycling titles, tweaking them a little bit, but then when she actually did the video itself, she was still talking to the same topic, but there was a different spin on it. She was still niching down to what she was trying to talk about as far as like people coming up here on YouTube and taking advantage of it, but it wasn't the same exact content, if that making any sense, right? And you have to be able to talk for a good period of time. You really do. You know what I'm saying? You can't be making videos that's only 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I've seen a lot of small content creators that can barely be up on camera for 5 minutes before they get tongue tied, or they just don't understand, or they don't have a I guess a grasp on the subject they're talking about, where they can talk for a very long time. I don't want people to ramble, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, if you know you can't talk for a long period of time, then, you know, draw some type of outline or some type of plan for you to be able to talk for a certain amount of time, right? Get in front of a mirror and start talking to the mirror. Your camera is your mirror, right? You can use your camera and start talking to your camera, and, you know, and time yourself, right? And, you know, have something drawn out, right? You know, maybe you do an outline, or you have a subject. You'll have, you know, point 1, point 2, point 3. Make sure you talk 2 minutes on each point, and then move to the next one. You go to point 2, you talk 2 minutes on that one, go to the next one, right? Get yourself in a, hey, Diva. Oh, wow. But, you know, you make sure that if you're not a person that can talk for a very long time, a video, that you outline your stuff, right? You make sure that you have enough content and enough substance for you to be able to talk for a good period of time. Because folks that come up here on YouTube, they need answers and they want information, right? And I'm not telling you to make a 30-minute video. I'm not saying at all. That's like vlogging, right? You don't want to vlog. And I'm not saying for you not to vlog. If you want to do that, then that's fine. It's your channel. Do what you want to do. But if you want growth very quickly and very fast, I'm telling you, if you find the titles that work, and you niche down on those titles, not the content, but the title itself, and you keep revamping that content, that title over and over again, just tweaking it, and then talking about the same topic in that video, I'm telling you, you're gonna grow very quickly. And you gotta keep posting every single day, y'all. You gotta post every single day. You cannot miss a beat. This is January 2nd of 2025. I'm telling you, do this challenge for yourself. If you mess around and you make a video every single day for the next 30 days, right? So 30 days will push you out to, I think, February 1st. No, I'm sorry, because it's 31 days in January. So you keep doing videos for 30 days straight, I'm telling you, you're gonna get some growth. You will get there. I promise you, you will. But titling is the way for you to get growth on YouTube right now. You can niche down and you'll be able to get some growth, but it's gonna be very small, because I don't think the algorithm is really catering to that type of content when it comes to niching down to a certain thing. The folks that are already niched down, they got a huge following, right? Let's talk about Anton Daniels right quick before I go. So he's a huge content creator. Somebody I follow every single day. I think he at one point, some days I see him making like 3 or 4 or 5 videos, right? Like he has a work ethic like that's crazy, right? But one of his channels, I think one of his channels that's named after him itself, Anton Daniels. That particular channel, I want to say, has a little over 400,000 subscribers. But when you see his videos, right, and he does a lot of reaction videos on that channel as well, you may see some some videos that may have 14,000 views, 10,000 views here, 17,000 views there, and it'll just stop, right? And you go back maybe a couple of days later, and it may have the same amount, or it may grow a little bit. But I don't think I've seen too many videos that have gone over 30,000 views. But he has 400,000 subscribers, right? And I said this before, you got a lot of folks that are going to subscribe to your channel, but they're going to be ghosts. You know what I'm saying? So because of his huge following on that channel, he can talk about anything, and he's going to get views. He's going to get money regardless, because he created that particular that audience that watches him, right? So even though he has 400,000 subscribers, over 400,000, he's only going to get a certain amount of views. But those views are still going to pay him a lot of money, because there's still a lot of views. 10,000 views is a lot of views, y'all. 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, depending on what kind of content you put out there. A 10,000 view video could pay you out damn near $500, depending on what you're talking about, and depending on what AdSense commercials that come on to that video. You don't have to have a 50,000 view video to get $1,000. You can have a video that's smaller than that, but because of the AdSense, it's going to pay you out a lot of money, right? So all I'm saying with that particular point I'm trying to make when it comes to Anton Daniels, until you have a huge following, you cannot be up here talking talking about different stuff over and over again. You cannot do that. Now you want to have growth. You gotta have growth, in order to have growth, you have to be able to create titles that work, whether it be talking about money or talking about helping people out on YouTube to grow the YouTube channel. If you keep tweaking those titles over and over again, until the algorithm catches it, so you get into a YouTube loop, and you just keep looping that content over and over again, and watch your growth. I promise you, you're gonna get there, y'all. You're gonna get there, but you have to be able to get the titles. The title I'm telling you right now, y'all. Anything to do with money, anything to do with YouTube, as far as like growing your channel. So anyways, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. It's gonna be a huge ride in 2025, y'all, and I think a lot of us is gonna get a huge bag, and this bag is gonna be massive. So trust me, if you do what I tell you to do, you're gonna get there. All right. So we're gonna discuss the topic of certain thing that benefits your channel. Email me at asog757@gmail.com. My email address is in the description below. Say SOG, signing out. I'm gone.